All right, this is Orpheus Black, and I'm going to do a really quick knife play kind of 101 introduction. This is not going to be about how to do knife play. What this is going to be about is how to select the right knife for you. So basically, there are two types of knives. One is a folder. The other one is a stationary, standard, fixed blade. Personally, I gravitate more towards fixed blades. One of the reasons is they're easier to deploy and they're much easier to clean. Okay, so unlike folders, they don't fold into themselves, so you can easily clean the grooves. Also, I like the feel of the heft in my hand. One of the other things that I like about it is more control. You can see from here, the point, to the actual end, it's all one piece of metal. That's called a full tang. And again, for safety standpoint, it means that this blade is going to be balanced all the way through. So if I were to drop it, more than likely it's either going to fall on the handle or it's going to fall flat down on the ground. If it were weighted in the front, like some military knives or some hunting knives, Rambo knives, what would happen is the knife would possibly puncture a person if they were laying down or into their foot. So one of the things I like to do is make sure that my knives are full tang. This is a mini Skinner. Again, one of my favorite knives to use. The steel is 440 stainless steel. 440 stainless steel is one of the best knives for knife play because it is not porous like most high carbon blades. The best part about this is cleaning it. And when you're cleaning 440 stainless steel, you can use alcohol or something other than Cavicide, because Cavicide is somewhat corrosive. But basically, you can just wipe it down, put it back in the case, and you have no problem. That being said, let's move over to the folder. Again, most people have a folder, and it's called a folder again because the blade folds into the actual handle. This is what we call a karambit. I love a karambit if I'm going to go with a folder. Why? Basically, this bent edge that you see here, okay, means it's a lot safer. So if I were to trip and fall or drop it again, it's less likely to pierce directly into someone's actual body. Again, this bent edge, okay, you can probably see where the cutting edge is on the inside, is less likely to puncture someone if it were to go straight into someone's body. Also, all of these karambits have a heavier handle than they do the blade. You can see the proportions are definitely heavier here than they are here. So again, if it were to drop, would not puncture someone. The other thing that I like about karambits are the fact that if you need to use it in an emergency to cut someone out of a restraint or rope, you can see that this side being dull, that could easily go between the rope or the leather and someone's skin, and you could pull back away from the actual person still cutting the rope and not have to make a cutting motion or even putting a sharpened blade toward their skin. So this is one of my favorite knives of all time. Again, karambits are from the Indonesian, Filipino area. Another thing that I like about it is it has this hole in it, okay, and that's where you put your finger, all right? So this is another thing to help you not drop the actual weapon, okay? This helps you not drop this knife. So again, from a safety standpoint, it's really wonderful. Now, one of the things that I don't like about all folders is we're more inclined to close these, okay? Close them after we use them, and it makes the sheath dirty. So if you use this, you definitely have to clean before you close. Okay, it's just a simple rule of thumb. Clean the blade before you close the knife. One of the other things that's a drawback of some or most of the folders is the fact that if you don't have the locking mechanism working right, it can close onto your finger. Now, one of the things I like about this knife is it has a little quick release feature here, which not only helps you deploy the knife really quickly, it also, if it were to close, it would help protect your finger from getting caught in there. Okay, so again, karambits are definitely nice. And again, push button open. Just push that button right there, and the blade deploys. Okay, or put it back, and you're all set. Now, one of the other benefits is being able to carry this on your hip, but I wouldn't recommend you carrying this on your hip to use it every day. You don't know how often you clean it and what you used it on. So if you use it on somebody else, you may run the risk of giving someone else an infection of some kind. So, just take it easy, and that's it. Again, for me, karambit, one of the safest knives out there. They do come in fixed blades, and they do have folders, and a standard mini Skinner, say 4-inch fixed blade knife. That's my favorites. Talk to you later.